Alright, today I'm going to do a quick video addressing one of the questions that came up in science rotations last week. One of the big questions is, where do we classify cooking? We had some video sources that said cooking was a physical change. We had other video sources and other source material that we use that said cooking was a chemical change. I'm not going to give you the definitive answer today. What I'm going to do is explain to you what is in line with what you've been taught in 5th grade, which you'll be able to build upon later in middle and high school. So what happens when we cook food? When we cook food, we apply heat, whether we boil it or whether we fry it in a pan, and the proteins inside of our food, inside of our chicken or inside of our egg, they actually unfold and then refold into a new shape that our body can better digest the food in. Remember what we said about chemical change. In order to have a chemical change, the item needs to change at the chemical level, and you shouldn't be able to ever turn it back. Part of what makes it confusing is that once you cook something, you can't ever uncook it. You can't take cooked chicken and turn it back raw. So that is part of the confusion. But think about what we've told you guys. We've told you that heat causes things to change states. Our biggest example was ice. We apply heat, we get water. We apply more heat, we get water vapor. We also told you that folding was a physical change. One of the labs you did last week dealt with origami. Well, what really happens is that we apply heat, just like the physical change with ice to water, and then the proteins unfold, just like the origami, and then refold. But the proteins don't ever change into new proteins. It doesn't become a new amino acid or a new substance. It just kind of changes how it's sitting. Whether I'm sitting from this to sitting like this. Still me. It's confusing, I know, and here's some of the problems that we have. That cooking can't be reversed, like I just said. You never unboil an egg. That the protein refolding can be caused chemically too. One of the labs we did in the classroom is we took the egg and soaked it in vinegar, and over the course of the week the shell was eaten away and it left what seemed like a boiled egg. So this unfolding of proteins we can create by a chemical interaction just like we can cooking. And in some cases, you'll learn later on in physical science in like 8th grade or in chemistry in high school, heat can actually be the catalyst or the cause for a chemical reaction. What you need to know for moving forward is that cooking is most definitely a physical change.